I've been producing music for the last 13 years, and I've been prompting Suno for the last 2.5 years. I put out my first YouTube video about Suno in June of 2024. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to make your prompts and your songs 10 times better guaranteed. And the first one is contamination words and to avoid them. Now, what are contamination words, you might ask? Well, contamination words are just words that mess up your prompts pretty much and don't go for what you were trying to do. For example, like if I wanted to say live drum kit, that will actually tell Suno to make a live version of my song. And to see those contamination words in action, I'm going to get a prompt from the 10,000 Suno Prompts ebook. Comes with 200 genres, 50 prompts per genre, and a descriptor page for every genre. And I am going to get something that we would use live drums in. Let's say hair metal. I'll just get the very first one, copy and paste that into Suno. And you see here, there's nothing about a live drum kit. We just have big punchy drum kit. So I'm going to create a version of this without saying live drum kit, and then I'm going to create a version where we change big punchy drum kit to live drum kit. All right, so let's listen to this first one that does not say live drum kit. And let's listen to this version that does have live drum kit. And there are other words like this, like the word acoustic, which will generally make Suno generate an acoustic guitar rather than an acoustic drum kit or anything else acoustic. It takes acoustic to mean acoustic guitar, just how it takes live drum kit to mean played live. So the key point to take away from this is that if you're prompting something and it's not following what you're saying, check out your words and see if you have something that could be considered a contamination word, or Suno might be misunderstanding what you're saying. And tip number 2 is using a tag-based prompt approach rather than doing a conversational approach. So like I've spoken about in other videos, I like to use what I call GMIV, which is genre, mood, instrument, and vocals. So for a quick example of that, just one word would be like rock is genre, mood is sad, instruments are guitar, drums, bass, maybe a synth, and vocals would be male, tenor, raspy voice, angry delivery. I wouldn't do that exactly, but that's the gist of it. Okay, every prompt can pretty much be broken into these different tags: a genre, a mood, instrument, and vocals. And in the mood, you can even include things like the BPM. I like to include BPM a lot of the time. And a good rule of thumb is not to go too crazy with this. Maybe use 2 to 5 tags per section or building block of the prompt, depending on what it calls for. Use more if you need to. Suno has enough characters for it. But the basis of a good prompt is just getting that 4-part formula correct. And I have a video on that if you want to go deeper on that on the channel somewhere. And the third tip is to actually get away from this simple box. Don't be scared. Go to advanced. Give it a shot, because you can do a lot more things inside of advanced. So this time, let's get another genre. Let's get some 90s house. Why not? I'll paste that into the styles. I'll just delete where it says what the song is about, because we can put that in the lyrics. So if you scroll down to more options and you open this up, you can prompt what you want the lyrics to be about. And I'm just going to say about partying with the chief of chiefs from Chief Town, and we can keep the style the exact same. And using advanced will just help you to get a little bit more control over your songs and how you want them. And tip 4 actually has to do with being inside of the advanced tab, and that is using weirdness at 60% and style influence at 75%. Now these aren't exact numbers. You can dilly-dally and go all over the valley if you want to, but adding the weirdness slider at 60% is going to give Suno just enough room to make something interesting and add a bit of chaos into your generations. And that can give you some really cool results and make you stand out a little bit. And bringing up the style influence while you also bring up the weirdness will make Suno stick to your prompt more while also doing something interesting. So you know what? Let's go crazy with it. Let's go to 65. And I'll just call this Chief Test, just so you can like hear the difference between the one where we had weirdness up and the one where we don't. All right, here is the one with the default settings. Young, black, and educated, the perfect blend of common sense and a little dangerous. See, it sounds nice, but let's see the one with the weirdness up and the style influence up. And And this last one is a little bit weird, but it's one of my favorite things to do to give your songs some type of sound that is more interesting and unique. And that is starting your song in the opposite genre of what you're actually trying to create. So let's say, for example, we were already doing this with this prompt. Like, this is a house prompt, right? So let's say we were actually trying to make something, I don't know, country. Would country be the opposite of house? I know trailer wouldn't. Ha! Let's just get some thrash metal. I'm going to drag our house song to remix, and we can keep all the lyrics the same, but in the style, I'm going to get rid of that house prompt and put in the thrash metal prompt. Now, I'm not saying that was great, but it was interesting, and that's the point, because it is very difficult to stand out with using things like Suno AI. And if you'd like to try out those 10,000 Suno prompts ebook for yourself, it's in the link in the description. And if there's anything else you want to let me know.